Next day, no one else, I laugh about it because I didn't laugh about it. I've been crying about it. Next day, I met him as a woman. Oh,
so you had a full operation.
Didn't have that will come in.
Oh right, so you dressed as a woman.
So I met him as a woman, and I'm like, we had a laugh. I'm going, oh my God.
Did you laugh in front of him?
Yeah, of course we did.
What did he?
No funny thing about it.
Did he laugh?
No, I'll tell you what happened.
Took it.
So when he said to me, he goes, want to meet Penny? I went, yeah, I'll meet Penny. I go, so I thought, where can I meet her? Where can I meet
Bring
her?
somebody in.
I thought, where can I meet her?
Yeah.
So I went, little chef bought my manor. I thought nobody would know me there.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I thought that. So anyway, when I got there first, the woman who was showing me to his seat, I knew from school, I went, oh, I'm meeting a man dressed as a woman, don't send out this, that. Anyway, he come in, and he looked terrible. You were a big bloke and
wobbling on
stilettos. Yeah, he walked in and I went, oh my God. I'm not really.
Because you're not a boxing fan, would you say that, or
not really?
No,
not really.
Do you watch boxing now, or?
No, not really.
Oh.
But it's got a gym though, you know what I mean?
I know it sounds daft, people. Yeah. No, people say that, but I do. I set the gym. When I pack boxing in, pack boxing in. Listen, I've got a wife who's like, she's brilliant. My wife, you know what I mean? She's
behind you.
She's very business-minded herself. She's got a really good job and everything and this, that.
Yeah.
And we got a nice house. We've got a few houses what we rent and things like that. So we're all right. But I said to her, what am I going to do now? You know, I'd had a long career. I think about 16, 17 years. Boxing career. So I sat there and I thought, what am I going to do? And like, she's like, we have a bit of time off. So I had a bit of time off. And I thought, oh God, I'm going to go crackers. And I think it's what a lot of boxers, this is where they make the big mistake.
Thank you.
Right.
They think people own something.
Right.
That's what I think. I think people think, I'm a boxer, come on, you've got to give me something.
Right.
Not like that.
You've got to go out and get a job.
Yeah.
So
100%.
you know what I set up?
Yeah.
I said, I don't know, crackers. I set up a big gardening business first.
Yeah.
And I started doing all these big, massive gardens with all proper power stuff and all this. And I was packed out with it, busy out. I thought, what am I doing this for?
This is graft.
Then I was a plasterer, then I started plastering.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And I had a disastrous day one day. I went to price up this job, and when I got there, it was like, not worth doing.
Yeah.
And I put me through. I stood on top of the toilet seat instead of putting the ladders there. Went straight through the toilet seat. And I stood in, I went, that's it, I can't do this no more. I'm going to buy a gym.
Yeah.
And then I saw this place and I bought this.
You've been here how long now?
10 years.
10 years.
So is it amateur gym or is it pro? Is it mixture?
It was boxing fitness.
Yeah, I see.
Right.
Was
And it was just packed out for 10 years, boxing fitness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's packed. It does really well. I do all right with it.
Yeah.
But you graft though, Clint, you know, you've told me your rota and that, and you know, you're in here every day, man. You know what I mean? You're at it, aren't you? You're giving back.
It's love. It's part of you, really. It's part of you.
Well, when you like when we said about boxing, it's not really.
You miss it.
I do sometimes. I think, God, because I have been offered fights. I've never
Still now.
I've never put it out and said I've been offered fight, not long back, for $500,000.
Who's that?
Which is like tempting, isn't it?
Who's that? Tell us then.
Exclusive.
Enzo McAnally.
Is it?
That's why I don't know if Enzo McAnally knew about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because when they asked me, I'm actually about the same fight.
Yeah.
There must have been two people trying to make money.
Yeah.
So I would look at the fight.
And I just went, I'm not really bothered about fighting no more.
Yeah.
I couldn't be asked to train.
Yeah.
Commitment.
And for me, would I beat him? Obviously, I think I would have done it.
Of course you do. That's why he made world
But
champion.
then again, you see him on YouTube.
He's training all that rigging you up now, isn't he?
Isn't it?
Beat Roy in the end, didn't he? But obviously Roy's past his best, and Puncher. But nah, man, you know, you can't commend you enough, Clint. You know what I mean? You've always been so down to earth.
And also, Clint, privileged to share the ring with you. These are the gloves we found out. We sparred together. Me and Clinton, we sparred for the Roy Jones fight. You know, John said to me, I moved to the Ingles gym. He goes, I got you some sparring, Donovan. Getting paid and all that. Is it? Oh, is it? Clinton Woods.
I know what he's going to say.
Okay. And I was scared, coming down, but it was all right. It was good. What do you think? For a champ, let us know.
All your sparring, we're like, I think it's sparred me facing a few times.
Yeah.
Because it was a good movement, weren't it?
Yeah, that's what you needed for Roy Jones.
It was all crazy, wasn't it? But I sparred me Buster a few times.
Oh.
Yeah.
Buster.
Crash bang,
No, it's gospel truth, and he knows when he's listening. We had some spars.
Yeah.
I love Buster. I think it's proper.
Oh, it's amazing.
old school.
Amazing.
It's tough.
And sparring wise, we used to knock lumps off each other.
Relentless.
He once had some gloves on, what were about 12 hours, and I went, and he says, that's what we wear in Ingles gym all the time. I thought, do they?
Go on, Keith. Go on.
16,
16s, man. Now, what's he on about?
He's
What's he
mad.
on about?
It was relentless.
Horse
though,
hair
wasn't
in there, and in the old gloves.
Character.
Yeah, but like I say, I had a good time. Went to a lot of places in boxing, and the last few years I did a lot in Philadelphia.
No regrets.
What was your favourite fight? Your favourite fight?
The one what I loved was the Crawford Ashley fight.
Right.
Because if you watch that on YouTube, it's hilarious. Because
I watched it this morning. It's good.
Because listen to the people who were talking on it.
Yeah.
They'll put, here's Clinton Woods wasn't very good his last fight.
Yeah.
And then the first round, when I'm walking back to my corner, they say, all Clinton Woods got that round with a bloody nose. And they didn't give me no chance. As the fight goes on, they start saying,
changing the tune.
Who was commentating?
Jim Watt.
Jim Watt, yeah.
It was at Bowlers, then it was supposed to be my first pro fight, and I watched him. It was like
Did you fight that night?
No, I didn't. I was upset.
It was the top of the card. I remember seeing it live. Who was the top?
No, man, Brody.
Brody.
Yeah, with the Chinese guy, wasn't it? Ching Ching.
Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he was.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Michael Brody.
Yeah, his opponent.
Posters all there.
Chin Chi.
Chinchi, yeah. Oh, it was that guy,
Yeah,
man.
he
I don't think you heard him.
Was it not the one when he went for
that was
the...
late.
No, he won that one. He won that one.
Was it when he went for the world title?
No, it's not that. No,
It's a
he
European
won that
title
one.
fight.
European
title.
title. He defended his belt, so he won that one.
Yeah.
Remember? And I saw Crawford Ashley. I know Crawford from Leeds and that, and then saw you fighting.
Crawford's under your group as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's on the
No,
group.
that night, I was still buzzing. I was like, quite a lot went on. They're all like, we got on coach, because they all come up, obviously, coaches. So I thought, well, I'll go on with them, because I got buzzing with him after. So I got on coach, and they're all like, and they grabbed all them in, like, pulling my top off me, and like, I had some fake Calvin Kleins on. No lie now. And one kid pulled him, and he must have gone to the bottom and just flanged him out, and then Crawford Ashley walked on. Anyway, I'm just going to say well done, Clinton. Everybody's like, Crawford, because he got on coach to say. To say well done, like.
Wow.
Good man, Crawford.
Man,
Yeah, it's a good win, that, you know.
Well, you'll meet him on the boxing group. He's on there as well. He's been
Gary.
quiet.
Yeah, he's quiet.
He's quiet. But he's on.
He's a good guy, man.
He's good. I like him.
That's a good. That's a very good win to him.
Yeah.
Would you say he's one of your best wins?
It weren't best wins because it was a time when
he was on it, wasn't he?
Remember, I just stepped up to light heavyweight.
Yeah.
Remember, I boxed at super middleweight.
Yeah. Commonwealth at super middleweight, weren't you?
Wow.
And I beat Mark Baker, who was a massive favourite.
Yeah.
And he was tough.
London, wasn't he? London.
Yeah, I boxed him in London.
Yeah,
and
he's from there.
Errol Graham.
Yeah.
Vinny Pazienza.
Yeah, Vinny Pazienza.
That's right. Yeah.
And he bust me eardrum.
Yeah.
In about fourth round.
97, that, innit? 97.
Probably. About that. He was tough, that Baker.
97.
Because then he had some tough fights with Story, Box Story. I tell you, the guy who died now,
Dean Francis, yeah.
I tell you something.
Did you box him?
No, Dean Francis boxed Baker, and it was absolute war.
War, yeah.
Dean Francis was a great fighter.
Yeah, I can't believe that happened to him.
Yeah.
It was his shoulder. It was
crazy.
His career was knackered because of his shoulder, weren't it?
Yeah.
But he was a great fighter. I think if he'd have carried on with shoulder perfect, I think he'd have been one of the best.
Yeah.
Good fighter.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because he went away for years and came back.
Yeah.
When that prize fight, Buster Keaton was the last man to beat him, is that right?
Possibly.
Yeah, I think Buster Keaton beat him in that prize fight thing, and then after that he got cancer.
But like in his super middleweight days, when he was like first coming up, he was a great fighter.
He was a handful, wasn't
I can remember when he was European champion, he weren't just beating him, he was bashing him up.
he? Yeah.
And then they were like him and Carl Zager thought, is it going to happen? Is it going to happen?
Yeah.
But it never happened with them two, did it?
Yeah, they were quite close camps as well, weren't they, them two? Sanagar's camp, Bristol.
How was your amateur career? Did you have much?
I had about 67 fights in amateur. I boxed from 11-year-old.
From Hillsborough, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Hillsborough.
I boxed from 11-year-old, and I packed in when I was probably 16. My last
So you packed in
16, yeah.
before turning pro.
Yeah.
You had a big gap.
You
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I packed in at 16.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I walked out of school when I was like 15 and a half. We had nothing.
Yeah.
Just walked out one day. I was in trouble all the time. So I just walked out, walked onto a building site, just down here. And I said, does anybody want any cleaners? And these plasterers say, I can clean for us. No, cleaning for some Artexes. So I cleaning for Artexes. What did they do after work back in the day? Went to the pub.
Drink.
So I was like in the pub with it. And I'm working with my brothers. So there, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Walked into the gym at 22.
So you had 6 years out of boxing.
Doing nothing. And I mean...
Look at that.
And came back and went for you.
That's mad.
But do you want to know something? The good thing about it, I didn't miss nothing. No one ever talks about, it goes, you miss your childhood. Listen, I did all the dancing, all the partying, all the...
Got out your system.
Yeah.
Without being clever,
Yeah.
a little bit of bad stuff we're supposed to do back in days.
Yeah.
I did all that. And at 22, I was getting that much trouble. I was living on a flat on here. And I was working all the time. I was earning money, but I was boozing it up. Boozing. I was getting in trouble all the time. I was scrapping. Every time I was out, I was fighting. Never caused it.
Yeah.
It just used to happen.
Yeah.
And I got into some bad trouble in Chesterfield, and I got bashed up by these bouncers.
Yeah.
Week after, I went back and did something stupid, and then I was getting done with coppers. And then one time, I chinned this kid, and it was pretty bad. And they told me, he goes, you're going down for this. I know the kid. I actually know the kid now. Right. It's in my book, actually, because he's buzzing because he's in this book.
I want to read your book.
Right.
Wow. I want to read your book.
He buzzes because, I was the reason why he started boxing. I was in this, I was locked up in cell. Coppers come and he went, you're in trouble this time, you're going to get... Anyway, I got community hours again.
Yeah.
I'd just finished maximum community hours. I was doing community hours again.
Yeah. Then
I got attendance centre. We had to go to the attendance centre. And then one night I went out again. I got into a big, massive scrap. My face was all battered. And when I got into my flat, there was a letter underneath my door. And a big letter from my mum, just going on about that she cries every night and this, that.
Yeah,
Why did you start boxing?
Yeah.
So I was in a pub one night, and a bloke called Chris Longdon, rough horse, he went, why did I start boxing again, Clinton? He went, he's fainting. I went, I'm not. He goes, there's a gym at Woodhouse. So I goes, I might do. So anyway, I went down to this little gym down Woodhouse, and I walked in. And it was quite funny because there was a guy called Neil Port, who was one of the hard men in Sheffield, proper hard men. And the last time I ever saw him, I walked into a pub, and I had a flowered shirt on. And I walked in, I was like a bit of a... And as I walked in, I bumped into him. And he just went, he was like, built like a brick shit house. He went, well, fuck off. And I went, what? He went, that gave me hay fever. Knocks a flowered shirt on. So I stood at bar with my pint, like, you're like looking at him thinking, I didn't understand what he was saying. Then I realised my shirt. Yeah. Next minute, a bloke walked in with a jacket on, pulled the lump hammer out, and smashed him out here, and Neil's head just went, poof, open like that. What? And I'm like watching it thinking, I didn't understand what was happening. Yeah. Then he hit him again, and all these bottles come flying over. Then the door opened, and dragged Neil through it, and I thought, that's weird, that.
You kept drinking like watching it all.
I just found it weird.
You didn't move.
And then when I walked into the gym,
you saw him.
Neil with a trainer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he went, because I walked in with all his black eyes, he went, what's the effing one? I went, I come to train, he went, are there a bit relaxed? I went, yeah, I just want to train. So I was trained, and I just trained for about a week, and then he just went, done boxing before? I went, oh yeah, when I was amateur, like. And then he just says, he goes, and they just started paying attention to me. And like, he was old school, he's just like, he's jumping ring, he's proper hammering me in ring.
And that was Neilsborough, was it?
What?
Is that the Neil who used to come in?
Neil Port.
He used to come down to the...
Yeah.
Is that an Neilsborough then, Clint? Where you was training?
No, this gym, we're not far from here, just middle of nowhere, just one little building on its own.
Yeah.
Right, proper old, nothing. You'll probably 3 bags up. It was funny because there were a ring, like 3 bags, then a sauna in corner.
Wow.
He
went down.
Did he do it?
Neil Port,
as a boxer, no.
See, the story of Neil Port is
street.
I know the story, yeah.
He was a fighter.
Yeah.
Proper fighter, proper hard man. Everybody knew him in Sheffield as a hard man. And then when I lost to Johnson,
Yeah.
he just told me, says, that's it, I don't want to see you in boxing no more.
Yeah.
Anyway, 3 weeks went, and then I just phoned him up. It was his birthday. I went,
Yeah.
I'm coming out to the house, take you out. He went, don't come. I went, I'm coming out. So I went down to his house, took him out, and then he just told me, having just ordered all food, he went, come on, we're going. We got in the car, and he goes, I'm going to be a woman.
Yeah, I remember
and
this.
I'm like,
yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to be a woman?
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
All my life, I've fought it.
How old was he?
Probably, I was 31. It was about 6 months, about a year before I went world title. 32. It's only been about 42. Yeah, he goes, do you want to meet Penny? I'm like, oh man. And anyway, next day, you know what, I laugh about it because if I didn't laugh about it, I'd been cry about it. Next day, I met him as a woman. Oh, God.
So you had a full operation?
He didn't have, that will come in.
Oh, right, so you dressed up as a woman.
So I met him as a woman, and I'm like, we had a laugh. I'm going, oh my God.
Did you laugh in front of him?
Yeah, of course I did.
And what did he?
No funny thing about it.
Did he laugh?
No, I'll tell you what happened.
Took it.
So when he said to me, he goes, want to meet Penny? I went, yeah, I'll meet Penny. I goes, so I thought, where can I meet her?
Bring somebody in.
I thought, where can I meet her?
Yeah.
So I went, little chef bought my manor. I thought nobody would know me there.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I thought that. So anyway, when I got there first, woman who was showing me to his seat, I knew from school, I went, oh, I'm meeting a man dressed as a woman, don't send out this, that. Anyway, he come in, and he looked terrible. He was a big bloke, and
he was wobbling on
stilettos. He walked in, and I went, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then he went, Rocky, what's up? Turned back into a man like that. We sat down, we talked,
Yeah.
and it was like, just shocking how he'd lived.
Yeah.
Anyway, I felt very sorry for him. And anyway, I met him a couple of times, and then it was weird. One night, I'm in a bar, just up from here, with all my mates.
Yeah.
Must have been 20 of us. And someone went, oh, Neil Clinton, Neil's up at Burley. Obviously, as a woman. So I went, come on, lads, let's go up and see him. So we all went up, and I got a brother called Julian, who was proper like a raid lad.
Yeah.
He'd never seen him as a woman, but no one had really. So he sat in the corner of this little room, Neil. And my brother went up to him, got a chair like this, and he sat looking like I went, do you know something? He went, that's the best I've ever seen you. Then he were like laughing and smiling, and we had a very good laugh and a drink. We went that night, got stabbed to death, and that was it.
So put that into context again.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's had a guy who never boxed.
Yeah.
He turned into a woman.
Yeah.
You know, and made you, well, he was with you through becoming champion, you know.
Like,
I'm glad I've heard it from you because I knew that story. I remember him coming in the gym, and he was quite intimidating the way he would, the way he carried on, and you're like, whoa. You know what I mean? Because Tim Witherspoon was in the gym at the time at the back end.
Oh, right. He had Tim Witherspoon by the neck once.
Yeah, that's what I mean, and I could see the friction when Tim was there and he was there, and then when I heard the story that it turned around, I couldn't wrap my head around it. Do you know what I mean?
Tim, no disrespect to Tim, I used to love Tim.
Yeah.
Tim was probably the worst trainer I ever had. Yeah, he was so lazy.
You get that, don't you?
So lazy. And I spent a lot of time in Philadelphia. And Tim had one, for me, Tim had one friend, and he was a guy, an old guy called Leo. And I used to go and meet Leo because I was on my own over there.
Yeah.
So Tim was a trainer.
Yeah.
So I used to go and meet this Leo, and we'd go for like coffee and something to eat. And Leo used to tell me about all the stuff what happened to Tim.
Yeah.
His money was just took off him by everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. It was sad. But Neil didn't like Tim because his training was crap.
Yeah.
And when I lost against Johnson, I walked into Hilton after party, and he got Tim over at bar with finger like. Cause Neil like intimidated. He had half a ear. Neil had half an ear. He had his ear.
He was a big guy as well.
His ear bit off off someone we know like.
And he had old Tim.
He had old Tim by neck. Yeah. Tim like.
He was a big guy. You want a small guy.
So like I said, it's unreal because he's this big guy. Yeah. And he ends up being a woman.
Did you ever?
You never would have thought it, would you? Surely.
No. Did you ever find out why they hit him with the hammer in the pub?
Yeah, I actually know him. I actually know him
from way back.
Good friends with him. Like it just, they were both big hitters around here.
Right.
At that time, they were both big hitters, and they were always scrapping with each other.
It's like he had the big hit in the end, didn't he?
I think it was all sorted out.
Yeah.
They were all sorted out.
Sorted out after that.
Yeah.
They were proper. One of the funniest things I've seen in my life. coppers were always after Neil. They once let dog off on him. I said, no lies. Dog jumped up on his arm. Dog's like, and he more went like that. That's a dog, and dog just went on the floor. We're all like, what are you going to do here? Dog's like, they were a proper animal, like. Yeah. We were like, I used to work for him on, he was a bricker. I traded with a bricker. Strong then, yeah. And I used to be his odd carrier. Yeah. And it was a nightmare. Because every site went and we chucked off. He used to fall out with everybody. But when we look back at it, why the way it used to be, where you said he would have been intimidating, it's because it's fought. Yeah. From him being, he says from him being like old enough, he always knew I wanted to be a woman. Yeah. He says he used to fight it. He wanted to be a man.
His defence mechanism on it.
That's why he went into army. Yeah. And he went into boxing to try and be a man. Yeah. Yeah. It's a sad story with Neil. Yeah. Like I say, great bloke. He didn't have done anything for me.
Yeah. 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 It's
madness, isn't it? Wow. So you had some great times in boxing. I'm hoping you're going to tell us. You know, some memories that you'll never forget, and you had a great time, didn't you?
Yeah, I had a good time. I mean,
great memories.
Yeah, some great memories.
Any more funny memories?
I think sometimes. Plenty of them. It's like we. You got loads of memories in boxing. Like you forget them, and then sometimes you'll see a photo, and you see a photo, and you're like, God,
people you've met, and you know, people you come across and stuff. You can't buy it, can you?
Yeah, you can't. Yeah. I think there's a lot of good people in boxing. Unfortunately, there's a lot of bad people in boxing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's a ruthless sport, isn't it?
The boxers are really good guys.
It's a ruthless sport.
Well, like I said, I ain't really got people saying
no regrets, really.
Regrets? Yeah. No, sometimes a few regrets. Sometimes that when people say, "Oh, you should be doing this with your diet and this that." Before we're doing it, I can do it myself. Don't worry about it. I should have listened a little bit more sometimes, but no, I've got no regrets really.
You shared a ring with a lot of good names.
Yeah.
Greatest.
You know, in my career, I had one choice of fights what I could have picked. They gave me two names, and one were Glenn Johnson, and the other one were Rodney Moore, a guy called Rodney Moore. And I picked Glenn Johnson. Glenn Johnson were nowhere at the time. Yeah. Nobody wanted to fight him. They were like more or less. And I picked Glenn Johnson, drew with him, lost to him. Glenn Johnson then beat Roy Jones, and beat Tarver.
And then you went back and beat him.
So it shows you
that made you. That made you.
It also made Johnson.
Yeah. It made you though, you know what I mean? Because you beating the man who beat the man.
Yeah.
But Johnson, like, nobody really wanted to know him. Yeah. And like Dennis went, why? I don't know why. When I watched the video of him, I'm watching it. I'm watching Rodney Moore. I'm watching him. I'm thinking, I want to jab his head off. Yeah. This is going to be easy. Yeah. When you're boxing, totally different story.
Yeah, awkward, isn't it?
Awkward. It's like Frotch and that lot. They all said the same. They all said, when you watch him on video, you think you're just going to play with him.
They just got a knack to him, haven't they? You can't explain it. Yeah. You know, you look at him and think, I'll do this, do that. And when you get in, you think, I can't do that.
Takes it away from you.
You shared a video with me last week with him on the bag, still training, didn't you?
Yes.
He's still training.
He's got his own gym.
He's got grey hair, looks pretty old now.
Grey beard and that.
That's enough fight I could have had. Yeah. We could have had a full fight with him. Yeah. That were offered me years ago.
Yeah. Because it's a win, a loss and a draw with him, so you could have
finished business, isn't it?
The Jones fight nearly happened again. When I first retired, when I retired, like finished, I got invited to this thing in Jersey. I've got a lot of friends in Jersey. I got invited to this thing with Jersey. At top table, but guess who sat outside of me on top table? Roy Jones. Guess what questions more or less straight away?
You must have forgotten.
Roy Jones fight again. So Roy went, yeah, I'm on for it. And I'm like,
what you have done though?
He always wants to.
You felt hungry.
I weren't bothered about boxing no more.
That's what I'm saying. You went hungry.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, I've retired. I don't want to. Like Jones was like, cause Jones. I don't know why he carried on. I don't know if he's all to do with money or what. I don't know.
You know what it is? I think he's missing a buzz. And
exactly.
Yeah, that's what he's missing.
I know, but what? How come he's still getting a buzz at that?
For me, the last hard fight he had was you. Because after that, he fought Ruiz, and then that was down. He was down after that.
That's what we fought. We fought the way
up and down yo-yo.
Yeah. Do you know when people talk about boxing, and they talk about like people carrying on? Oh, it's dangerous. It's this. let them. I know everybody's got different opinions. This is my opinion. If you want to fight, let them fight. I know it is dangerous. Let them fight. I just think it's if they want to fight, let them fight.
Yeah.
It's up to them. It's how they make money.
That's all they know.
It is sad to watch it sometimes.
It's tough, yeah.
I didn't watch after he got knocked out against Tarver.
Oh, that right.
I have not watched the fight. I haven't watched an RJ fight. I can't watch the fight after that.
I used to watch him.
I thought the Johnson were worse.
Yeah.
I thought Johnson, Paul axed him.
Yeah. Yeah. I ain't seen it.
But
I haven't seen a clip. I don't even want to see it.
But it's also, I did find work.
Yeah.
Grafting on building site. I found work harder than boxing.
Yeah.
I did.
I know what you mean.
I'm not saying that. I did.
Yeah.
I used to get up at 6, 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
To go onto a freezing cold building site.
Yeah.
If I were either laying bricks out.
Yeah.
Odd carrying up. There were no forklift trucks to take bricks where we wanted. And then plastering. I was mixing in a bath.
Yeah.
With a spade.
Yeah.
I found that harder than boxing. Because boxing, I actually enjoyed the bit of fighting.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
So I know some people think it's good about boxing being the hardest thing in the world, but I don't. I do think work rather than boxing.
Yeah, because when you work for an employer, there's rules and regulations as well. Whereas when it's your...
There weren't any rules and regulations when I run building sites.
But most jobs though, like fighters don't realise if they put the work in, they're in a little bit of control of their own destiny, aren't they?
But yeah, I'm not trying to finger you. Boxing's a tough sport.
Yeah.
When you get into them rounds and you're tired and them shots going. But what would I have rather have picked as an easier job, boxing or building sites? If I got the same wage, what would I think? Boxing would have been far easier than earning money on building sites.
Yeah. Because you was good at it.
Yeah.
That's what people say. That's what people say.
Good at it.
Yeah.
But
you enjoyed it. You didn't take it too serious, but you earn more money from boxing, so you didn't need to be plastering, did you?
Well, yeah, I suppose. Probably some years in. Probably, I bet if you put I think
definitely when
Tony Bellew put something on Twitter not long back, complaining that he only got £6,000 for his first fight. £6,000. So I put £6,000. You're lucky I got 240 quid. Wow. So someone put then straight away £240, but he was a top class amateur. So then I just photoshopped his first fight, his record, his opponent, was something like 16 fights with like 14 losses. Against my first opponent, 5 fights, 3 wins, 2. I went, why were I fighting kids who were better then?
It's true, yeah.
There
it's
you
true.
go.
It's true. It's a funny one, isn't it? How much did you get for your first fight?
£281. That's how much, 281.
Oh, wow.
So I come out with.
Oh, you come out with that?
And I sold tickets and paid for my opponent.
You know what?
And the promoter.
I was lucky. I was with Jack Trickett. I came out with 850 quid.
Leg pain, eh?
You're balling, mate.
On the card
1999.
of Naz and Paul Ingle.
I got 240. My first fight got 240.
And he took nothing off me.
I still got the piece of paper somewhere. 240 on it.
Yeah.
Wow.
The first time I heard £1,000, the first time I heard 1,000, when I boxed for Central Area against Craig Joseph.
Greatest memory.
You're a good fighter, Craig
listen
Joseph.
to me. I was there. Craig Joseph was in my amateur gym, Sedgeburg in Bradford.
I know Craig,
he was trained by
He's still bare
Godfrey
knuckle fighting, isn't he?
Is it?
No, that's Jake. That's Joe. That's
Nate Joseph.
That's different guy.
Is that his
Craig
brother?
Joseph. Craig Joseph had twin brothers called Jake and Jason. We all sparred in the Sedgeburg gym. He's trained there.
What were we sparring like? It
was just
strong. Strong.
I was there when you in Norfolk Gardens.
Yeah.
Bradford Hotel. Yeah. I was an amateur then.
It was funny because at the time, like, I was the only pro from my gym. Took weight. This is my second defence I boxed down in Littlewood.
Yeah.
From Ingle's
nice
gym.
Amateur.
So at the weigh-in, I went to get weighed in. Obviously, I went on my own.
Yeah.
And then he come with all Ingle's boxers. He come with Joy Nelson. Yeah. And I'm like, and I'm thinking like, he's got all that team and I'm just there on my own. Yeah. I was surprised that the fight were so easy, to tell you the truth. Wow. I expected it to be a nice fight. Good lad though. Took weight. This is my second defence I boxed down in Littlewood.
Yeah.
From Ingle's gym.
I've seen him the other day, amateur.
So at the weigh-in, I went to get weighed in. Obviously, I went on my own.
Yeah.
And then he come with all Ingles boxers. He come with Joy Nelson.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I'm thinking like, he's got all that team and I'm just there on my own. Yeah. And, I was surprised that the fight were so easy, to tell you the truth. Wow. I expected it to be a nice fight. Good lad though, Darren.
Lovely guy, and it was probably just kind of, it's part of the job. Just trying to intimidate you a little bit, get a little edge. That's what they had to do, Clint. He wasn't going to beat you, was it?
About mind games, isn't it?
Yeah. So they had to try everything, you know, all the stunts.
The Pine Grove days were unbelievable, because I used to box.
Yeah.
All my mates there all screaming away at school week. Then we used to go to Josephine's downtown and get absolutely bladdered.
Yeah. Great memories.
And one of the bouncers, Brendan Tingle, used to give me a bottle of this champagne bottle. I put about £5. And he says, "There, drinking it over big time Charlie's."
Big timer. Great times. Can't take it away.
No.
Yeah.
I think we'll leave it there. Thanks for your time. We really appreciate your time.
Would have enjoyed it.
And 100%, I think definitely, if you'll have us back, we'll come back and talk some more. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Next week we'll be back. Thank you for tuning in to the 13th Round podcast. Don't forget to like,
share,
comment,
subscribe, and hit that notification button. D?
Here.
And we out.
Clinton Woods in the hell.
Yeah.